Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Victoria and welcome to Pembroke Beauty. So, it's been a while. Sorry, I'm gonna get into all of what has been happening in my life while I recreate a makeup look today that I actually did. I wore it in 2 videos because I filmed 2 videos the same day, but if you have not watched my Killstar 2 clothing haul, I will link my whole fashion clothing try on review haul situations. That whole playlist will be right up here. But in that Killstar video and in my Nasty Gal video, I wore the same makeup because, as I said, I filmed it the same day. And I really liked how it turned out, and some girl commented, and I will see if I can find her name and I'll put it on the screen. If I can, and you happen to be watching, hello! Thank you for requesting how I did my makeup in that video. I loved how it turned out. So I'm recreating it today for you and for anybody else who was curious as to what I wore in that video. So without further ado, I'm gonna start and I will just chat with you as I go. So I'm gonna start with my face and I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. This has been like the love of my life concealer for a minute now, and I really like it. So, and it's e.l.f., so it's super cheap. Anyway, so I'm just gonna apply that just under my eyes a little bit, and anywhere I have redness. I have like a nice little pimple growing right there too. Like 2 right there too. But that's okay. So for starters, I missed you guys. How have you been? I hope you guys have been doing good. It has been crazy. So I guess the last video I posted, I filmed farther ahead in time. So I have not filmed in a really long time at this point, but it's been, I guess, 2 weeks since I posted a video when this video goes up. And for that, I do apologize. I was not intending on taking last week off. I thought I would film and have a video for you this week, aka last week when you're watching this. But, so let's start earlier on. So now I just have a little bit of that. I'm going to go in with my current favorite setting powder, the Covergirl Clean Fresh Pressed Translucent Powder. I'm just going to... Hi! Hi! Are you coming up here? I have a friend. Come here. Oh, come here, my baby. Hi. He wanted to join in our video today. Are you okay? Tell the people you say hi. Hi. No. He's a snuggler. He just needs a little love. He just needs a little love. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do you see yourself? Is that you? You can hang out back there if you want. Sorry if you see cat tail flinging in the background. I'm just gonna leave him back there for now. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you back there for now. Anyway, so I'm gonna set my face. So what has been going on? Well, so I filmed my video with my friend where we did her wedding makeup. And then we had the bridal shower for her. Then I had like a week or 2, I think. It was 4th of July, so we were busy most of those weekends. And it was like super duper hot, but I did film like that easy summer get ready with me. And then I filmed a fashion clothing haul because I wanted to get some clothes for when we went to the beach for that same bride's bachelorette party. So we then went to the beach for her bachelorette party. So I'm going in with bronzers now. I'm going in with the Butter Bronzer and the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And I'm going to use a little bit of both. So then we went to the beach, and if you have not seen like my TikTok content, then you should go ahead and follow me on TikTok. But that trip was literally so fun. So we went with all of her bridesmaids that could go. We were missing a couple that couldn't make it that weekend, but overall we went with almost everybody who is a bridesmaid, and it was literally so fun. We were only there for like 3 days, but it ended up being like essentially a roommate reunion as well, because she was one of my roommates. If you haven't watched that video where I do her makeup, you guys should definitely watch that. It was quite funny. It's very chaotic, but very fun and cute. So it was her, myself, and then our 2 other college roommates. And it was so fun. It had been like 5 years since we'd all been together, which is crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it has been. So we had so much fun, and then I came home, and I was planning on filming, but we didn't come home until Sunday, and then it was just like a whole thing. And then I started to lose my voice, which is maybe why I sound somewhat deeper to you through in the audio of this. I don't know if I do. I've gotten my voice pretty much back, but I did get like kind of sick, and so that was last weekend. So fun. And so that weekend was a wash. I couldn't talk to do a video, even though I didn't feel that bad. I just sounded really bad. So, yeah, that was why last week we didn't have a video. But I'm feeling much better. My voice is almost completely back to normal. Thank God, because that was not fun. And on a positive note, while I was sick, I washed literally every single makeup brush that I own. So that was really successful. I was happy about that. So I actually want to move on to my brows now. I'm going to come back and do blush and highlight later. Reason being that the look I did and that I'm going to do is like pretty smoky. And so I don't want to have any fallout, since I am going to wear like a serum blush. So if I have fallout, it's going to like kind of get stuck on there, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So we are just going to move on to brows, and we'll come back to the face later. But I'm going in with the Covergirl Easy Breezy Brow in medium. If you have not been watching me for like the last year, then you wouldn't know that this is literally the best brow gel that you could ever ask for. It's so good. Keeps your brows intact. It gives good color, it's easy to use, it's inexpensive, it's cruelty free, just like everything else on this channel, and I'm obsessed with it. So that's my story. Just give yourself a nice fluffy, like look at the difference, right? Like that's so drastic. Anyway. So now I want to move on to eyes. So I will put like a couple pictures on the screen, but again, if you guys haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch it. Both of those hauls are super cute, and I feel like they were just really fun to film, and I really freaking love the makeup, well, I really do love the makeup, but I love all the clothes that I got in those videos. And so if you're curious to see what I did get and my feelings on all of them, then definitely go check out those videos. But that being said, the look I did, it's like kind of a classic style-ish smoky eye with like a really pretty pop of shimmer on the lid. I mean, that's kind of it. It's not like anything revolutionary, but it is really cool. I'm gonna go in with the Kathleen Lights Colourpop collaboration, the So Jaded palette. I have a makeup tutorial where I did a review of this. I will try and find it and link it up here, link it up there for you. I love how that turned out. It's like Euphoria inspired. It's so good, so I highly recommend you watch that. But anyway, I love this palette, and it's so versatile. Like, it's so good. This is one of their first palettes that they came out with that is like 30 pans, and I have used this palette so much. I really love it. So this is what I used on that makeup look, and that's what I'm going to use today. So I'm going to start with transition shades. So I'm getting on with this just like big fluffy Morphe brush. And I'm going to go into a mixture of my Precious, which is just a really light, like beige shade. Like it's lighter slightly than my skin tone. And then I'm going to go into Rose Quartz, which is a slightly more kind of neutral beige shade as well. It has a little bit of warmth in it, but not too much. And I'm just going to place that messily all throughout our crease. So yeah, so you would think that me being at the beach, I would have gotten tanner. As you know, I am a ginger. Don't tan that well. However, I'm also quite scared of getting sunburnt. Like that's one of my biggest fears, which is very dramatic, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't, it gives me stress. So I try really hard not to get sunburnt if I can avoid it. And so I like layered on sunscreen when we went to the beach. Like I reapplied thick layers, did the whole thing, and we came back and we were getting ready to go to dinner, and my butt was literally so red. It's insane. Like the most burnt it has been a long time. So I'm going to go in with this Elizabeth Mott blending brush. It's just like a kind of a normal blending brush. And I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Ametrine. It does have some glitters in it, but it's like mostly matte. And so when you blend it in with a blending brush, it doesn't have shimmer. And I'm going to place that a little lower in our crease, because this does have like a little purpley tone to it. And that's what I want. The look I had was kind of like a little smoky purple moment. And I'm going out on the sides here because I did have it quite catty. You guys know I like that look on myself. I think it's very flattering. So we're just going to use this and we're going to slowly build it up. So yeah, my butt was so burnt, like so red. And somehow I was able to avoid having it peel because I use this like aloe moisturizing lotion or whatever. I used it right afterward and I just slathered it on there like twice a day, every day. Honestly, it is still red. Like my butt is still red. It's way, way, way better than it was, but it's still like pink. It hasn't like turned into tan yet. And so yeah. But it looked way worse than it felt. It didn't feel that bad, but it definitely did not look good. Which, I mean, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, that was not great. We can build a little bit more as we go, but I'm going to go in now with a slightly deeper, like kind of brown shade. So I'm going to go in with this like more paddly style brush. And I'm going to go into this shade right here called Jasper. This does have like more of a warm brown tone to it, but I'm going to mix it in with Ametrine and make it kind of a little bit more of a mixture. And we're just going to put that out on the outer corner and like dab it on and then slowly bring it up into the crease. And we're going to layer another dark shade over this again. So it doesn't have to be perfect, just you want to get a little bit of depth out there. Yeah, no, it was so fun. It was too short. It felt like it went very fast because it was only the weekend, but it was really, really fun. If you haven't, like, I don't know, it seems like cheesy, but if you don't have, like, if you have friends and you haven't seen them in a while and you're like, I really want to hang out, but, you know, we're all busy, we're adults, we have lives, we have pets and significant others and jobs and things that you have to do. I totally get it. And it's not easy to carve out the time, but if you can, even if it's just like 2 days, it's so worth it. Oh my god, it was so fun. I love you guys. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go back in with this just into Ametrine, that purple shade again, and I just want to make this a little bit more purpley. a little bit more purpley. Kind of blend out the edges, and then we're gonna go in with black. I did do this makeup look because I wanted it to be kind of smoky and intense because I was doing Killstar and I like a good smoky look every now and then. So don't be afraid to go little smokes. Little smokes. Okay. So I'm going to go into this shade now called Stoned, which is more of like a grayish toned brown. And I'm also going to go into Onyx, which is a shimmer shade, but if you take it lightly with other stuff and tap off the shimmers, you just get the black pigment, which is what I want. And I'm going to focus that out here on our outer corner. So the only like upside, I guess, to not filming was I had time to watch shows, which you guys know I love to do. And I have some show recommendations, which I feel like are not going to be shocking because they're pretty popular right now, but I have to share them because they were so good. So, they came out with a new season of Atypical. I think it might be the final season. I don't know that they've said that, but the way that they kind of end it, it feels like it might be the final season. It was so good. I sobbed. Just be prepared that you're going to sob. And then I ran out of that show to watch because obviously we finished it. We finished Food Wars. I don't know if I told you guys that we were watching that, but I really liked Food Wars. So dramatic. It's an anime, but it was really funny and good, and I actually did enjoy it. So we watched that. We finished that. That was really good. Then we started Kiss Him Not Me, which is another anime that was on Crunchyroll. Literally so dramatic, and it was kind of addicting to watch. It's so ridiculous, it's insane, but we did watch it and it was quite funny. So there's that. And then I finished Atypical, like I said, and I'm just going to go back in with this brush, and I'm just going to add no product onto it. I'm just going to use it to blend out these shades over here a little bit more. So we watched that. Oh, because I finished Atypical, I needed another show to watch, and I saw Never Have I Ever came out with another season, and I was curious. I was super highly rated, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it. The hype is real. It was so funny. I think there's only 2 seasons. I'm in season 2 currently. Just going back in with Stoned, and deepening up out here a little bit more. Just doing little circular motions. But yeah, it's so good. I sobbed, I laughed, I cried. So good. Oh my gosh. I so highly recommend it. I texted it in our group chat, and Kathleen, the one who was on my channel recently, she was like, oh my gosh, I know, I love it. And then Caroline watched it, and she was like, you guys didn't prepare me to be crying on the plane. Yes, I'm telling you now, I'm preparing you now that if you haven't watched it and you watch it, you are going to cry. And it's so good, but it's hilarious as well. So yeah, definitely highly recommend that show. It's really, really good. Sarah, you have to watch it. That being said, what else did we watch? Okay, so I was in the mood for a scary movie. It has been a while since I watched a good scary movie. I'm going back in with the first brush into Rose Quartz, which was that first like light beige shade that we used. And I'm just going to use that to blend out the edges of the whole thing. It's been a while since I watched like a good scary movie that I felt like I really wanted to watch. And I was in the mood to watch one last weekend, so we went looking on Netflix. Oh, we did watch Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2. Obviously, I've seen it before, but it's just so good. Cried during that movie too. If you have not watched that, in case, I feel like everybody has. But if you haven't, and you do like a good animation and you love Jack Black, which, same, then go ahead and watch those, because they're good. And they're quite funny, and they'll make you laugh. So we watched Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2, but I was looking for a scary movie, and I found this movie that's on Netflix, and it's called Fear Street 1994. Who was gonna tell me that that was really good? It's like a typical kind of classic slasher movie type vibe, but I really liked it. And they have 2 more that are already out. And I think we're gonna watch one of the other 2 today, probably the second. Maybe we'll watch the third one depending on how we're feeling. But this is where I'm at. Sorry, jumping around. But this is where I'm at. I have a little bit of fallout, I think, over here. Maybe it's over here. So this is where we're at with the makeup look. We are going to add the star of the show now, so this is the unfortunate part about this makeup tutorial. I use this not thinking that I would film this. Sorry. So this Super Shock Shadow, I don't know if you can buy it separately, and it is quite unique, but I'm certain that there are dupes for this. I just will see if I can do some research, and I'll try and link them down below if I can find any dupes. But this is what the shade looks like. This is the Super Shock Shadow in Dreamlover. So you can see it is so cool. When you turn it on its side like that, it's like a red kind of purple, and then when you turn it in the light, it's like iridescent blue. I know that I'm like blinding you, but I want you to see. Like, it's really cool. So this is the shade that I used on my lid. And as I said, I'm sorry. So I'm going to use it today because I don't have anything on hand that's similar. But like, maybe you can see it there. Oh my god, it's so cool. So cool. So I'm going to use that all over my lid. And then we'll go back in and we'll blend more matte. This is an Ultra Glitter. It's from Colourpop. It came in their Big Vault collection, which I really like their Big Vault collection. But this is probably one of my favorite Super Shock shadows ever. It is just so cool and transformative. Like, look at that. Look at that. Okay, so now that I put it on with my finger and got like the majority of the pigment, we're gonna blend. And it will fluff out a little bit. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to go back in with this brush right here with nothing else on it. And we're just going to fluff in the sides. So yeah, the Fear Street movie is just kind of like a classic slasher movie. Like it has like an old feel, not in a bad way, but it's set in 1994. So I think that's kind of the vibe that they wanted to go for. And I just really liked it. It was funny, it was cute, it was scary, it was like stressful, and it was like a typical kind of classic ghost slash slasher film feel. So, and they do open it up, obviously they have 2 more. So if you are looking, like, look at how stunning that is. Are you kidding? So yeah, I just fluffed around the edges, and then we'll go back in with this brush right here with no additional product. And we'll just blend the Stone and Onyx shade that we have already there into that Dreamlover shade and make it a little bit more soft. And that's that. Then we'll work on the lower lash. But yeah, so I do highly recommend it if you do like scary movies and you're in the mood for one. Honestly, like, I'm not one of those people that... So I love Halloween, but I love summer. I know everybody hates on summer, but I do. I love summer. I think it's so I just love it. Our garden is doing so well. We're growing stuff. Everything's alive. Everything's green. It's just, and it's warm. The one thing I wish we had a pool because I feel like I would get a lot of use out of that. Because sometimes it is too hot to do anything but sit in a pool, but we'll work on it. But yeah, after watching that movie, I did start to feel like I want fall, I want Halloween, but not really, but I do, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm going to do my lower lash. So I want to go in with this brush right here, and we're going to go into that stone shade again. We're going to go into that stone shade again, and we're going to rim our eyes really close with this. And then I'm going to add waterline eyeliner. But yeah, I do highly recommend that. I'm hoping that the one that we watched tonight or tomorrow is just as good as the first one, because it was quite good. Quite good. I am kind of bringing this up a little bit to the upper, like just outside of the upper eyeline, and like making kind of a false wing out here with shadow, and we'll blend that in a little bit. But honestly, if you don't like a lower lash at all, I think it's quite cute without much of anything going on down here. So if you didn't want to do anything on the lower lash and just do mascara and call it a day, you could probably do that. I like a good smoky lower lash depending on my feelings, and I feel like with this look it looks good, so you know, it's just up to you. You can change it up, make it your own. Gorgeous. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the the Essence Pure, I was gonna say Essence Pure Nude. It's the Essence Long Lasting Black Fever eye pencil, and I'm going to put that in my waterline. Again, if you don't like waterline eyeliner, skip this step. Not necessary, but this is how I did it. This Essence eyeliner is really good, and it's like a whole $1. Really, really good. Really good. Okay. It lasts for a very long time and very comfortable. So now that we have that going on, I'm going to go in with this really small brush. It's from Luxie One. It's the Luxie 141 brush, and I'm going to go in with a little bit more of Stoned, just like a hair. And I'm also going to dip into Jasper, that like deep reddish shade, and I'm just going to drag this along the lower lash. I don't want to make this super smoky down here, but I do want to blend it out a little bit. And it'll mix in a little bit with the eyeliner that you just put on, because there's no way it won't come out a little bit, and it'll make it a little bit deeper as well. So this look, you could totally use a, I'm going to go in with this brush really quick into a little bit of ametrine, that purple, and just gently go along the lower lash with it. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to highlight my inner corner. I'm going to go in with my favorite little e.l.f. brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Pearl right here. This just like white shimmer. And I think that this really helps open up the eyes, so I'm gonna go all the way in. Eye boogie. We'll blend that out a little bit more too, but... And then because this shade is just too pretty not to use, which feels dramatic, but it's true. This shade right here is called Diamond. And it's a Super Shock formula in this palette, and it is so pretty. So I'm going to use a little bit of that as well, right in the very inner part. And back in with our blending brush, we'll just use that to blend the very inner corner. Stunning. So that is the eye look. I freaking love it. I think it looks really nice. So I'm going to do blush now. So I think I want to go in with my Colourpop Serum Cheek Dew Blush in the shade Hotline. I love this. So it's still summer. I'm still going to get my serum-y cheeks going. And this is a good neutral tone. It's not like too warm or too cool. So it'll go well with this look. But yeah, I need to switch topics really quick because I just need to make a public service announcement. In case you have not started listening to the band Maneskin, you need to do it right now. I literally am obsessed with them so much. So they are an Italian like rock band, I guess is what they consider themselves as rock. They have that song, Begging You, on, it's like huge on TikTok, but I didn't actually find them through that song. I did like that song, but I didn't know that, I didn't put two and two together. I saw a TikTok and it like was them singing a different song, and it was a video of them playing live, and I was like, who are they? So I went Googling and found them. They won Eurovision 2021. I am literally so uncultured. I apologize that this is like, everybody, maybe you guys know this. I feel like if you're American, we don't talk about Eurovision. Like, I didn't even know that that was a thing until the Will Ferrell movie. Judge me. I apologize. I feel ashamed. I do. But it's true. So yeah, I didn't know that that was even a thing. And then come to find out that they won it this year, and they're from Italy, which, Italian heritage, love it. And then they're so good. They're so cool. They're so, I freaking love them a lot. I listened to all 3 of the albums they have on YouTube, and I literally don't think I dislike a single song on any of the 3 albums. I really, really like them. So that's my story. You guys just need to go listen to them. That is the blush, and we're going to apply highlight now. I think I want to go in with these 2 shades actually from the palette we were just using. I'm going to go into a mixture of Pearl, which we used on the eyes, and Diamond actually as well. Tap that off real good because Diamond is a little actually shimmery. So if you don't like that, don't do that. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't like glitter? Or do you just not like me? Okay. So now I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm going to set my face with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, because actually in that makeup, in those videos, I didn't have any lashes on. Truly, I can't be bothered to put them on today. So, since we're recreating the look, I'm not going to wear them again. So, I will be right back with all those things done. Okay, but I set my makeup, did my mascara, and so we are just about done. I'm going to do my lips. So the lipstick that I used in that video was actually from Killstar, and I did mention it in that video, and I'm going to use it today. So it is the Coven Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Dusk. I really like this formula. My mom actually got me a purple one and a black one. I'm not going to do them today because I'm recreating a makeup look, but this is the lipstick that I wore, and I'm going to put it on for you right now. I talked about it in that video, so if you want like a full review on it, go ahead and check that out. But the smell, it's both cruelty-free and vegan. Applicator size and shape is really nice. Oh my god, it's so good. And it's super pigmented and comfortable. Okay. So that is the lipstick. I think I kind of want to add like a little gloss moment to it, but this is exactly how I wore it in the video. So I'm just going to add a little bit of, I guess, the Lizzie clear gloss. That way it doesn't change the color. Just want to add a little bit of gloss. Okay, so this is the finished look. I feel like it's pretty on point with what my makeup looked like in that video, minus the gloss. But everything else is exactly the same, and in my opinion, I don't feel like that's like too hard of a look to recreate. That being said, thank you so much for requesting to see this video and this look. And if you guys have any other suggestions or requests for me on looks to do, places to try out, items to try, anything like that, don't hesitate to ask. I would love to do what you guys want to see. So yeah, if you can think of anything that you want to see or want me to do or try out, anything like that, let me know down below. If you haven't already, you should subscribe to this channel and definitely hit the little bell so you get notified anytime I upload any new videos. I'm typically here on Saturday mornings, pending there's no other craziness in my life and everybody stays healthy, safe, happy, healthy, all of us. Then I should be here next Saturday too, giving you another video. So definitely subscribe and hit the bell. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok if you don't already. What are you doing? And stay safe in the meantime. Make good choices, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!